Sing with us. Ask you all to please rise as we bless the Shabbat candles. You may be seated. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nir Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nir Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitrem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la. Tzeitrem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lechu ner ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, l'tzuri sheinu rekarma, vana v'toda. Naria, naria, l'tzuri sheinu, bil mirot naria lo. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu, nekadma fana v'toda. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu, bil mirot naria lo. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, l'Adonai. 40 shana hakut bedor, va'omar amto elevavhem, v'hem lo yadu derachai, asher nishpati ve'api, im yivon el menuchati. Page 19, I'm sorry, 17. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, simcha. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Or zarua, latzadik, latzadik, ul yisrael, simcha, simcha, la 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 la. Ay la la, ay la la la, ay la la la, la la la. Now we're on page 19. Yai lai lai, sing it with us. Yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai lai. add some words. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Ish tachavu lehar kosho Ish tachavu lehar kosho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Remember Tachavu lehar kosho Ish tachavu lehar kosho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Remember Adonai Eloheinu Remember Adonai Ishtachavu l'Adonai Beharat Kodesh Kul Adonai Al Hamayim El HaKavod Al Kavod Hirim Shaver Adonai Et arve halvanona Kirim kemo
Levanon Vesirion Kemo
Sev lavotesh kol Adonai Yachil midvar Yachil Adonai Midvar kadesh kol Adonai Yechol elayalo
Vayechesov
Adonai Oz le'amo yitain Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Lecha dodi lekrat kala ponei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi lekrat kala ponei Shabbat Shamor zachor v'dibor echad Ishmi'anu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad Shemul tiferet v'ditila לקראת שבת לכוונר לך כי היא מקור הברכה בראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה לך לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקלמי מה תשתכחי ומה תהמי רק יחסו אני עמי ונברכה עיר אל תלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל, תפרוצי את אדוני תריצי. אל יריש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה לך דודי, לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמונך עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה. You may be seated.
We turn to page 24 from Mourner's Kaddish for all those in mourning or observing Yurtzeit. Page 24. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, be'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam ul'olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alama v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. I want to wish a special mazel tov to the Vorspan family and to the Spellman family who are with us this evening. It's wonderful to see this room have so much ruach for such a worthy service as rimonim, and yasher koach to everyone who participates in rimonim, yasher koach to all of us. Yesterday, I had a profoundly moving experience. I was asked to deliver the invocation for the new Auschwitz exhibit at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. And so I sat there at the dais next to the former ambassador to the EU, next to a friend of mine, Dr. Rabbi Michael Birnbaum, next to the executive director of the Reagan Library, and next to him were two survivors. And I spoke in my invocation about the fact that that exhibit displays a message that is just as relevant today, unfortunately, during a time of rising anti-Semitism. I talked about the people who created these boxcars because the exhibit didn't open, the invocation marked the delivery of the boxcar to the library. I talked about the fact that my grandmothers most likely rode in a boxcar exactly like that, if not in that exact boxcar. I'll speak about the experience tomorrow morning, and I'll talk about my chance encounter with President Reagan when I was younger than 1 year old. It made quite an impact on me, you could tell. I'll talk about all that tomorrow morning. But what I want to talk about today is the idea that my blessing talked about the fact that my grandparents had accepted that the world had just turned dark. And those two survivors who told their stories talked about how they had lost hope in humanity. And for all three of us, we talked of the same symbol that reinstilled hope and optimism for our family, for our people. And it was in all three stories the same. It was a group of young men who showed up bearing a patch that looked identical to that flag. And the idea that those colors and our liberty could pierce through even the thickest fog of hate. Today on Veterans Day, we say thank you as a country to a group that is willing to put on the uniform that I did not put on in my life. And while many of our neighbors enjoy going to buy appliances as a thank you, as Jews, we know better. We know how to sit in synagogue and think and pray and express gratitude. We know that as the most privileged group of Jews in the history of the diaspora, we owe a great deal to the United States of America and to those who volunteer to defend her. I was just a child when I walked up to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier for the first time in Arlington. And I stood there, not quite understanding what it is that I was watching, not understanding why there would be a tomb with no name on it. And I watched the ceremony unfold before my eyes. And it's on each Veterans Day that I think back to that tomb. And so I'd like to read a poem now by Melvin Tolson called The Unknown Soldier, which always to me captures a timeless prayer of gratitude to the soldiers who have worn our uniform. I was a Minuteman at Concord Bridge. I was a frigate gunner at Lake Erie. I was a mortarman at Stony Ridge. I fought at San Juan Hill and Chateau Thierry. I braved Cortagar and the Arctic Sea. The index finger brings democracy. These states bred freedom in and in my bone, old as the New Testament of Plymouth Bay. When the founding fathers laid the cornerstone and rooted the 13 clocks, they would not say, the hour on the hour, I nerved myself with them under the noose in the hand of the tyrant's whim. I've seen the alien ships of destiny plow the sea mountains between the hemispheres. I've seen the Gulf Stream of our history littered with derelicts of corsair careers. I've heard the watchmen cry, the bars, when midnight held the funeral of stars. I saw horizontal states grow vertical from Plymouth Harbor to the Golden Gate, till wedged against skyscapes imperial, their glories elbowed the decrees of fate. These states bred freedom in and in my bone. I hymn their virtues and their sins atone. The tares and wheat grow in the selfsame field, the rose and thorn companion on the bush, the gold and gravel cuddle in the yield, the oil and grit and dirt together gush. The Gordian knot, to be or not to be, snares not the free. My faith props the tomorrows, for I know the roots of liberty, tough-fibered, feed on the blood of tyrants and martyrs. The Judah's blow tortures the branches till they twist and bleed, and yet no Caesar Vitamin unloot can liberty uproot. I am the unknown soldier. I open doors to the rights of man, letters incarnadine. These shrines of freedom are mine as well as yours, these ashes of free men, yours as well as mine. My troubled ghost shall haunt these states nor cease till the global war becomes a global peace. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Sing along. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine.
Please rise for the Baruch Hu.
Yada lai lai lai, la la lai lai lai, yada 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 lai lai lai.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam vaed. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai.
Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam vaed.
You may be seated. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amari v'ravim. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chokim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, Eshoveinu v'komeinu, Nasiach v'chukecha, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו, באורך ימינו, ובהם נגד יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
We are so blessed to be celebrating two B'nai Mitzvah this Shabbat, so we'd like to invite up one of our B'nai Mitzvah, Emmy Spillman, to please come up and lead Shema and Ve'ahavta, which you can find on page 30.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha v'chol nefshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levecha v'shinatam levanecha b'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'betecha uv'leftecha v'aderech uv'shopecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot ayadecha v'hayu letotafo b'neinecha uv'tavtam amuzuzo betecha u'b'yisharecha. L'man tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelohem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem. Amen.
We turn to page 32, Micha Mocha. Please join us in this responsive melody. Micha Mocha,
Micha mocha,
Ba'elim Adonai,
Ba'elim Adonai,
Micha Mocha,
Micha mocha,
Nedar B'Kodesh,
Nedar b'kodesh,
Norat Tehilot,
Norat Tehilot,
Osef Eleh,
Osef Eleh,
Norat Tehilot,
Norat Tehilot,
Osef Eleh,
Osef Eleh,
Micha Mocha, Ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha, Nedar B'Kodesh, Norat Tehilot, Osef Eleh, Osef Eleh, Micha Mocha, Ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha, Nedar B'Kodesh, Norat Tehilot, Osef Eleh, Osef Eleh, Malechutecha, ראו בניך, מלכותך, ראו בניך בוקר היום, לפני משה ומרים. מיכה מוכה, באלים אדוני, מיכה מוכה, נדר בקודש, נורא תהילה, אוסף אלeh, אוסף אלeh. Let's hear you. Micha mocha, ba'elim Adonai, Micha mocha, nedar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot, osef eleh, osef eleh.
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, אמינים אלוקים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום, מעתה ועד עולם. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו, ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית עולם.
והיום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית עולם.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
בעלמא דברך יראותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי ומיה. יתברך יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילמים כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושמחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמה, ויאמרו אמן.
The Amidah is silent for the evening service. Take a few moments of silent reflection. Finished your praying, you may be seated. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah. El Bikodshu. Hallelujah. Birkiahozo. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Betzilzele Shama. Hallelujah. Betzilzele Trua. Kol HaNeshama. Tehaleya. Kol HaNeshama. Tehaleya. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I'd like to invite our friend Samson up to join us. Come on, Samson. I'm going to sit next to Jamie. Our friend Samson is a rabbinical student at AJU, and he comes from us. Well, I'll let you tell your story a little bit. Where are you from, Samson?
I am from Shabbat Shalom, I am from Kenya and Uganda because I've lived both countries in the same amount of time. So it's pleasure and very nice to be here with you and celebrating Shabbat together.
And there's a beautiful community that has developed over the last 100 years or so in Uganda, and they deserve our support. They're a wonderful community, Jewish community. They're right in the middle of Africa, and so we should all go visit, right? We can bring all of you here.
Sure.
Great. So we're going to ask you to sit in on something that was written by Cantor Rafi. Have a seat.
Co-written with Josh Warshawski, who wrote the Lechadodi that you heard tonight. So I invite you all to sing. This is there's a melodic drone underneath this prayer. We're turning back to page 18, Zamru Ladonai. And Samson, you'll join in singing Zamruya, 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 Zamruya. Onto the mic. Zamruya, 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 Zamruya. And everybody. Zamruya, 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 Zamruya. Page 18. Zamruya, 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 Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zibra, Zamruya, Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zibra, Achad Sotron, Bekol Shofar, Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai, Achad Sotron, Bekol Shofar, Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai, Zamruya, Zamruya,
Zamruya, Zamruya, Zamruya, Zamruya, Zamruya, Zamruya.
Keep that going. Zamruya, Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zimra. Zamruya, Bechinor, Bechinor, Bekol Zimra. Achad Sotron, Bekol Shofar, Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai. Achad Sotron, Bekol Shofar, Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai. Zamruya, 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 Zamruya. Your voices.
Zamruya, 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 Zamruya,
You know what? Let's do Kiddush first. Let's do that. Let's have everybody please rise.
And we invite
And Evan, please join us once again. Grab some wine on the way. That's okay. We don't need that part. And page 49.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila, למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, Kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Aleinu, 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 Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה. Everybody sing, עלינו, 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 שלא שם חלקנו, חלקנו כהם, גאור עלינו ככל העמונם, לא שם חלקנו, חלקנו כהם, וגאור עלינו ככל העמונם. Sing it with me. עלינו, 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 ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. עלינו, 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 עלינו. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. עלינו, 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 עלינו,
We turn out to page 52 for Mourner's Kaddish. And after Mourner's Kaddish, I'm going to continue the tradition of blessing all of our children during Friday night, and then we'll conclude services. So for those of us in mourning or observing Yahrzeit, we turn to page 52. And again, it's a tradition in our community. If you see someone reciting Mourner's Kaddish standing alone, please stand next to them so no one has to mourn here at VBS by themselves. Page 52. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach irute ve'amlich malchute. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו amen. Now I'd ask for the Vorspan family and the Spillman family to please stand, please rise. And my son can please come on up. Now we will bless our children, and I encourage you to hold your children close and think of your children, hold them close whether they're here in this room or not here in this room, as we offer them a special blessing for Shabbat. And again, Cantor Raffi and I had this conversation today, actually. There is a traditional blessing for your kids. It's the priestly blessing, but I recite the special one that my dad ended up giving me. Through the generations, it kind of became this English Hebrew, right? This English kind of blessing that became very meaningful for us, and it's the one that I recite Friday night after Friday night here at VBS, and believe it or not, young families are learning throughout the community. And so this is our rendition, but whichever way you want to bless your children, speak the words of Torah from your heart. As Avraham blessed Yitzchak, and Yitzchak blessed Yaakov, and Yaakov blessed the 12 tribes of Israel, so do we now bless our beloved children. Dear Sarabella, Shimon Yankel, and Miriam Hadar, and all of our kids, Chazak v'amatz, be strong for the truth, charitable in words, just and loving in all your deeds. This is to all of our daughters, Sarabella, Miriam Hadar, and all of our daughters. Yismach Elohim kesarath korchav Leah, may God make you as Sarah, Becca, Rachel, and Leah. This is to our sons, Shimon Yaakov, and all of our sons. Yismach Elohim ke'Ephraim and Menashe, may God make you as Ephraim and Menashe. This is to all of our kids. Yisa Adonai panav lechem v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bestow God's favor upon you and always, always, always grant you peace. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I want to get in two more quick little plugs. First of all, mark your calendars if you would, not today, but tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Sunday. December 11th, which is 1 month from today, we'll be doing a special tribute to Abraham Joshua Heschel, written by 14 composers. It's a group that I direct called the Helfman Institute for New Jewish Music. We'll be doing it right here at Valley Best Shalom. There will be tickets. They'll be very affordable, and I hope that everyone will come. Please tell people about it. It's a wonderful way to learn about Heschel's thinking, his thought, his words, his philosophy, but doing it in a different way, in a musical way. So hope you will join us for that. Second of all, you see this really wonderful kippah that I'm wearing? It was made in Uganda by Samson's community, and he happens to have maybe another, how many of them? Most of them sold? There are many left. Okay, great. So if you're interested in a real handmade kippah made in Africa, talk to Samson right after the service. ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוק נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם, אשר מלך בטרם כל ציר נברא, וית נשא חפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, וידו הפקיד רוחי, והייתי שם ויאירו, ועם רוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא, אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל ציר נברא, ויית נשא חפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. Your turn. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נעשה בחסדו, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, אדון עולם אשר מלך טרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נעשה so cold, as I melech shemoni ara. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom. Mazel tov to the families. Yeah, absolutely.
Shabbat shalom. Yes. Shabbat shalom, Rabbi. It's not off. It's not off. 1 second.
I saw you.
1 second.